Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Yves V, and I'm going to take you on a trip, on a journey, a musical journey. Let's enjoy together. I love to go to the gym. I just love to spend some time with friends, going for dinner. I just need like once in a while, just like an hour of sport to forget everything, and it helps me to clear my mind as well. When I was around 10 years old, I actually went to music school. I played the violins, but I had to be honest, I'm not that good in it. At that time, my interest wasn't there. Of course, I think the music school helps me a bit with the production now. The violins, I totally forgot. I actually regret that I never studied like piano, for example, because for sure that would help me much more than what I did in the past. Back then, I think my interests were more like skating, and music at that time was not that big. I think I started like getting interested in music like when I was 15, 16 years old. I bought my first record when I was 16, so that's actually when I started DJing as well. Started playing in my bedroom for many years. I was just passionate about the music. Back then, DJs were not like they are now. Now they're like superstars playing at festivals all over the world. When I started, the DJs were like the local heroes in small bars, small clubs. So actually my dream back then was to, if I could play in a club somewhere, that would be like, wow. It was almost too good to be true. When I started, I didn't have the chance to play in clubs directly, so I had to go in small bars where I had to play dance music, R&B music, like pop music, all kinds of stuff. My sets were from 10 at night until 7 in the morning, so were very long sets as well. Now I'm doing my style, bringing your own music as well, so the show is totally different than what it is. But to be honest, I learned a lot during the progress. I actually did a lot of competition like when I was 16, 17 years old. Back then I went with all my vinyls to local clubs. At night there were like 20, 30 DJs, and I had half an hour to prove myself. I never won, to be honest. When I started at Tomorrowland, back then Tomorrowland was not that big as it is now. I remember telling my friends, hey, I'm playing at Tomorrowland this weekend, and there was almost no reaction. So it was already a nice festival, but not like worldwide. People abroad, sometimes they know Tomorrowland, but they don't know our country, Belgium, so it's unbelievable. The main stage back then, it actually looked already big, but if you compare it with the production now, it was nothing. It was always in the details. Even in the beginning, when it was not that big, you already felt there was something. They were doing something more than other festivals. So I was lucky enough to start at Tomorrowland. I was playing, for example, the last 2-3 years, I don't know, a lot in China as well. Like I said, you guys have a huge scene, amazing clubs. You have a lot of festivals. You guys are a big country as well, so for sure it's going to be a big part of our scene as well, and even in the future. At the end of the day, I think the Chinese scene is still different than the European scene, for example. So I think it's always nice to combine both and try to create something that will reach like worldwide more. I remember like Shanghai, Beijing, like the biggest one, because I had more time there. I've been in Hong Kong as well. I always had a great time there. People were always kind to me. I was supposed to do a tour in China. I know we're trying, but it's quite hard. I can only hope somewhere this year would be nice already. NotSoBad for me. I was always a big fan from Dido, from the lyric. I was really happy that we got it cleared and we could use it for a new track. But I never expected to do that well, to be honest. I thought it was more like a club track in between. But at the end of the day, it became quite huge. So you have the original. You always want to try to do better or different. The original is sometimes quite hard to make it better. But if you do it different, then yeah, it's a different approach. It's a different style. And why not make your own version more playable for clubs or to dance? Like the presence, how you are at the stage. Do you have interaction with the crowd? Can you read the crowd as well? You really need to feel how to tell the story with music. It's very difficult to explain, but yeah, if I had a good show, after the show, I really feel I had a connection with the crowd and they were in my world. That's a very, very important part of DJing as well. I think music has to be your passion. I'm doing music 24 hours a day. I dream about music. And I think if it doesn't happen now, maybe it happens in a year or maybe in 5 years or 10 years. So I think you just have to believe in yourself. Don't follow the rest. What I feel about the young kids nowadays, they're starting to DJing today and tomorrow they want to be on the main stage of Tomorrowland. I think that's maybe is not always happening. Like you have to give it time and you have to learn, and maybe sometimes you have some bad experience as well, but I'm sure if you keep on going, one day you will be there. I started when I was 16, I'm almost 40 now, so I also did like quite a long time. So yeah, give it time and never give up.